Hi guys, it's Cowplant-Pizza here and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you are new here. Today on the channel we are starting a new series which is going to be simply called the Townie Makeover series, where I am going to go through every single Townie in the game in order of worlds being released and give them a makeover into my sim style. We're starting off with the Pancakes, so let's head right into Create a Sim. So here we are in Create a Sim with Bob, Eliza and Iggy Pancakes. I'm going to be making them over in my own personal sim style using custom content and mods, you know, so they fit into my game. They will be up for download both on my Patreon, but the link will probably be to download them on SimFileShare because I will include the custom content in the link. None of it is early access. I'm not like yoinking anyone's custom content and putting it in my own link. Everyone gets full credit for the custom content used, and it's just easier for both me and the downloader for the custom content to be included in the link with the tray files. I will also, if I have time, be including links to all the custom content as well, so if you only wanted like some of it and didn't want to download the actual Pancakes tray files, you have links to the custom content too. So over on Simblr there has been a little bit of, I don't want to say discourse, but a little bit of change revolving around Bob. Everyone is saying, you know, Bob should be living his best life away from Eliza because she isn't the best wife. However, I didn't want to break them up. I think if that happens in my game it should happen naturally, because I do have like story progression turned on, so if they do want to divorce they can, but I'm not going to do it for them. I kind of want it to be, it's natural, it's going to happen if it happens type thing. And I am of course using the EA updated version of the Pancakes that they released a few years ago on their gallery profile, which is I believe just called Maxis, M-A-X-I-S, where they added a child into the Pancakes family called Iggy, who is the little toddler that you can see at the bottom. He is included because I think he's just absolutely adorable. I believe the idea is that Iggy is supposed to quote unquote fix Bob and Eliza's marriage, which I think is kind of sweet and also kind of really bad because children should not be used as a way to fix relationship issues. But I also think that, you know, if it works, it's really wholesome. But I don't think that Maxis should have been like, hey, we gave Bob and Eliza a child so they can be happy again. Also, I do just want to point out that I do change every sim's skin tone to the MS3 skin tone colours, I believe. They're not exactly the same as the EA ones, but especially with sims of colour, I try my absolute hardest to make it the same shade or as close to the same shade as I can, and if it's not going to be the same shade, it would be a shade darker, if that makes sense. Like, in no way, shape or form do I want to whitewash any of my sims of colour. I just wanted to put that out there before anyone got the wrong idea when they see me changing the skin tone. It's just that I really like these skin tones and they look just so good on my sims. So yeah, as you can see, I'm making over Bob. I am picking out his little features and stuff, and I think I did a really good job with Bob. Like, I absolutely love how he turned out. I do end up changing this hairstyle, but I kind of regret it now because he does look so good with it. With all of my Townie makeovers, what I'm going to be doing, or should I say not doing, is I'm not going to be changing any of their facial features. Like, they're still going to have the exact same presets. I'm just going to be kind of fiddling around with them and giving them skin details. So with Bob, as you can see, I've made his nose and lips a little bit bigger. I changed his chin slightly because I didn't want him to have like the full-on beard that Bob normally has with base game. So I made his jaw a little bit less big because it is like dramatically weirdly big in base game, so I just made that a little bit more realistic. And as I do with most Sims, I made their eyes slightly smaller because it looks more real and less cartoony. I'm also not going to be changing anyone's weight to make them smaller or anything, and I'm going to try my absolute best to stick with their original aesthetic and style. I think Bob was dressed really awfully in the base game, like to kind of show that he was a bit of a, well, he has the slob trait, that he was a slob, but being a slob doesn't mean that you have to dress weird. And now that he's a dad, I tried to give him like very dad cool vibes, like comfy cozy dad cool vibes, and I absolutely love this hoodie. I can't remember what game pack it's in, but it just looks so cozy, and I wish we would have got a female version for it, but it's just so comfortable, and oh, I could just wear that, and I just love the boots that I gave him as well. Bob was already kind of wearing very beige browny colours because I imagine him as quite shy. He's not an out there kind of person, but when you do get to know him, he's like an absolute goofball, and I love that about Bob's kind of lore. So I kept his outfits quite toned down, but also made him a little bit smarter than what he was looking like, especially because I feel like Bob is the one that really wants to keep the marriage between him and Eliza working, because Eliza is very money orientated, and so she might be the one that's like, oh, this isn't working out for me, whereas I feel like Bob is the one that's like, no, come on, we can make it work. And so maybe he's slightly changing the way he looks and acts in order to keep Eliza around, especially now that they have a child together. I think that he would maybe be putting more of an effort into his personal appearance, and so I kind of did that for him, and I really like the way that all of his outfits turn out. I do have a little snippet at the end where I show off all their outfits, so it's going to be cute to see all of that. I hate the dressing gown that they gave him, because you know, who the heck sleeps in a dressing gown? And with him being a professional chef, or wanting to be a professional chef, I thought that orange pyjama set was just absolutely adorable and suited him so much. And I'm really upset that I didn't go for that egg shirt that I just clicked on, because that would have been so good for Bob Pancakes. Imagine if they had a pancake swatch as well. That would have been amazing. I do love how Bob turned out though. I think he looks really wholesome and cozy. I know I've said that already, but I really do like the way that he turned out. And this party outfit, you'll see at the end, it kind of vibes with the Horse Ranch expansion pack that's coming soon. I can definitely see Bob in the barn doing the hoedown showdown and drinking, what's it called? The wine, the nectar, like Bob Pancakes official nectar. That's maybe going to be his dream job. You know, maybe I'll take Bob into the Horse Ranch expansion pack and play it with him, and give him a little break from his family life and from Eliza being bossy and snobby, and give him the taste of freedom in the Horse Ranch. So now that Bob is finished, I am onto Eliza, and once again I just want to make sure everybody knows I'm not changing any of their presets apart from their eyebrows. I am also changing their eyes to the eyes that I like to use, and not changing the colour as much as I can. The same with the skin tone as well. I can't remember if I actually change Eliza's skin tone, but if I do, as I said, I'm trying not to whitewash anyone or make them a different shade than what they were originally. I also want to just point out that I'm not changing any traits. They all have the exact same traits and aspirations that they had when they arrived in the game, because I don't really like changing the stories that the EA creators gave them. I might not agree with how ugly they make their Sims, but I definitely don't want to take away the sort of creative aspect of them creating the Sims in the first place. With Eliza, she is materialistic and I don't think she's a snob, but she's neat, and so I tried to give her, even with her casual everyday outfit, a look of dignity and elegance that kind of says, hi, I have money. Like, I am that bitch and I walk around with pearl jewelry on even when I'm casually dressed. I really like Eliza as a sim. A lot of people hate her because of how quote unquote badly she treats Bob, but I never had an issue with her really. Like, I think that their marriage is just a marriage of opposites attract in a way. And when I very first joined Simbler, Eliza was one of my first founders' best friends, and so I've always had a little bit of a soft spot for Eliza, but I always end up accidentally deleting the makeover that I make of the pancakes, so I have to redo them every single time. And I think this Eliza is my favourite Eliza that I've ever made. I don't know how I did it. I think I just downturned her eyes a little bit, and especially giving her the uncurled 3D eyelashes, I think that she looks a lot more soft and less stern, because I can imagine that with her story she would be a very strict mom and a strict wife, but I don't really see that in game. I never had any negative interactions with Eliza Pancake, and so I'm gonna go off that. She was always very sweet to my Sims, and I'm dressing her as just a sweet, like, 90s mom that has maybe done a few mean things in her past, but she's definitely moved past these mean things, and she's tired of people assuming that she's still mean even though she's not. Like, she's trying her best, and I like that about Eliza. It kind of reminds me of myself. Like, I was a bit of a bitch in high school, and I really regret that, but I think that maybe Eliza went through a phase of having like rich parents, and maybe she went to a private school, and now she's like, oh my god, I treated the unpopular kids so mean. And so I like to imagine that she volunteers, that she donates her money to charity, and that she uses her money to like run charity events maybe. I really hope if you guys do download this version of Eliza, you have nice interactions with her, because I can imagine you guys downloading her and her being absolutely horrible in your games. That would be absolutely awful. But anyway, I am trying to give her an air of richness to each of her outfits. Like, she's definitely not a casual person. She wears like some sort of a designer item in every single one of her outfits to make sure that people can see that she's well off, but she also is kind of like humble. Like, she's not showing it off, but she also subconsciously wants people to know, if that makes sense. I also think that her and Bob's cold weather outfits match a lot, and it's really cute, so I'm excited to see them in my game when they're like wearing their winter outfits. So now we are on to little Iggy, and I'm just double checking the skin tone that I gave Bob, because they have the same EA skin tone, and so I wanted to make sure they had the same custom content skin tone as well. And changing his eyes to the ones that I like to use, and I love how they gave Iggy Bob's a skin tone but Eliza's eye colour. I think that's a really cute touch. And they also gave Iggy like the haircut that I kind of gave Bob in the makeover as well, which I think is really sweet. It was a weird coincidence. I tried adding freckles to Iggy to give him another kind of piece of Eliza's face, but it didn't really look right, because a lot of the freckles that custom content creators make are for pale Sims and don't look well on Sims of colour, so maybe that's something that custom content creators want to work on, maybe. I also dressed him in a lot of adorable custom content that I have. It was really easy to kind of quickly go through Iggy's outfits because I don't have much toddler stuff, like as you can see, I would have even less if I didn't have custom content. It's kind of upsetting how little stuff we have for toddlers in the game, especially from EA. But I think the outfits I came up with are so cute, and the little hats that I have are adorable. Like look at that frog hat and the little shark hat, oh my goodness. And as I said, all the custom content will be linked in the download post once I finally get that up. I also added them a cat there. I don't know if you guys saw, but I thought that they would appreciate a cat. So here are Bob's final outfits. Here's his everyday wear, his formal wear, his athletic wear, his PJs, his party wear, his banana swimsuit for the summer days, his hot weather outfit, and his snuggly cold weather outfit. Here is how Eliza ended up looking. She looks absolutely beautiful. Her everyday wear with that pearl necklace, her formal wear, her athletic wear, her PJs, I love those underwear pants by the way, her party wear, love the shine on that skirt, her swimsuit, I absolutely love this swimsuit, her hot weather wear, love the sandals, and her cold outfit. And here is little adorable Iggy. He is just so cute. Here's his everyday wear. Look at that little backpack, his little formal outfit, his PJs. I love it when they just have a little diaper on, it's adorable. Here's his party outfit with his little lion hat, his swimwear, his hot weather outfit, and his cold outfit. Look at the reindeer hat, oh my goodness. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me making over the Pancake family. Let me know who I should make over next, and the Pancake family is now available to download. Just follow the links in the description, or they're on the gallery at Boeybum, Boeybum. See you next time, much love, bye!